Hello and welcome to another episode of the A-10 Insider Podcast here on the Field of 68 Media Network. My name is Rob Darso. I have Jeff Goodman with me from a cramped, luxurious hotel room in Manhattan, and he's getting ready for the Champions Classic tonight. I'll be driving up there here in a couple of hours, meeting him in New York City. We need to talk about the Atlantic 10 here, Jeff. We spoke a little bit with AJ Lopez of Richmond. You'll be hearing that interview here later in the episode. Richmond is off to a 3-0 start, so we'll talk about the Spiders and the run that they're on to start the season. They're one of 6 undefeated teams in the A-10 right now, but I think the biggest talking point in the conference is probably VCU. VCU had a couple of potential quad one games on their schedule. They lost by 3 to Utah State in Frisco, Texas on the first week of the season. And then they lost by 6 at NC State on Monday night. 2 really solid performances, but they weren't quite able to get those wins. We were just talking about it before we hit record. They're heading to the battle for Atlantis, right? And they get South Florida in the first round. Hopefully you get Vanderbilt in the second round. Then hopefully you get on the last day one of St. Mary's or Virginia Tech, depending on what you do against Vanderbilt. But VCU has to beat USF in that first round game. And then you probably need to get at least one more if they are going to be a team that has a real shot at getting an at-large bid this year.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to argue with that, right? You know, they've played well in the 2 games against Utah State and NC State. I thought they had a shot at it down in Raleigh. You know, I mean, they had a chance and obviously missed a key 3 that could have tied it really late in the game. But now, yeah, put some pressure on you. You know, if you want to be a tournament team, like to me, if you go 3-0 down there, you're in great shape if you're VCU. Yep. If you go 2-1 with, let's say, beating South Florida and Vandy and losing in the championship game to whether it's St. Mary's or Virginia Tech, I think you're still in pretty good shape. As long as Vandy becomes a tournament team, which they were a year ago, and South Florida is one of the top teams in the American Conference, which we think they will be. If you go 1-2, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you can have enough on your resume to be an at-large. And if you go 0-3, obviously it's a disastrous trip. So this is a critical trip for VCU and Phil Martelli Jr. But listen, the way they played last night, I don't see how you can argue that, hey, they're going to have a chance to win 2 or 3. And I would say, listen, St. Mary's, we know what Randy Bennett's done. Virginia, I mean, these are some really good coaches. That's the thing is you're putting Randy Bennett, Mike Young out there, right? And Mark Byington's pretty damn good too. So, like, these are some really good coaches that a young Phil Martelli Jr. is going to go up against here in this event.
Yeah, he's got to get at least 2 out of 3. Hopefully he wins all 3. But I think that winning that first game, it just changes so much about who you actually get a chance to match up with.
Hey, Rob, can I talk a little bit about what I saw last night from VCU? And obviously, we know the style of play, how much fun they are. Like, that game was so much fun to watch. Up and down, they're making shots. But to me, the biggest X factor in this team was a guy that I know pretty well from being in Charleston and watching him was Lazar Djokovic. And we had a chance to see him last year. And we gush at his potential, right? I mean, a kid who started his career at Xavier, top recruit, coming in internationally, a lot of expectations, doesn't do well, is hurt a little bit, goes to Charleston, hurt again, doesn't really find his way there, now transfers to VCU. He looked terrific last night in the second half against NC State. And I think if they can get his confidence back and him understand where his shots are, because I think that's one thing with him is don't fall in love with the 3, Lazar. You are, 6'10", you're an elite level athlete for your size. You can run, you can jump. Sure, you can make a 3 here and there, but that shouldn't be, where your bread is buttered. But I think Lazar Djokovic is an X-factor guy for VCU, and I hope he builds on that game last night.
Yep. The other team that really needs to be discussed here is St. Louis. St. Louis put together a really, really impressive win over Grand Canyon. But the thing that they're going to run into is that they don't really have any of these other major conference opponents on their roster, right? Or on their schedule. You get Santa Clara in the Acrisure series, and hopefully they'll get something out of that, right? Loyola Marymount is 6-0. San Francisco is a good WCC team, but they are kind of in a situation where they're probably going to have to win 28 to 30 games to have a real chance. So the lack of quality wins that might end up being available in the A-10 is going to be something that could really hurt St. Louis. But I'll say both St. Louis and VCU, from watching them early on the season, look on paper like teams that are good enough to be at-large bids.
Yeah, I wish Josh Schertz had a high major opponent in there, but again, hard to get, right? Like, how many high majors are going to play Josh Schertz in St. Louis when they know Robbie's on the team and, you know, they're healthy this year, right? That's the biggest difference. When we talked to Josh out in July, when we saw him on the road, the big thing for him was like, okay, we got quality depth this year. So hopefully we're not going to be hurt. But even if we do withstand an injury or two, we can handle it this year. We just couldn't handle it in year one. So I think he's scheduled appropriately for kind of what they needed to do this year. And yeah, it may be tough to get in the tournament with that schedule. You're going to have to win a ton of games. But, you know, again, I love what the kid, the sophomore, Amari McCautry, has done so far. He had a big week, a big win against Grand Canyon. He's kind of showing that he's able to make a big jump from last year. And I think this is a team that, again, is going to contend for the A-10 title.
Yep, I agree. If I had to pick right now, it'd be one of those two.
Hey, what about – but we got to talk about Buddy, my guy Buddy, doing it again and again every week. Every week. He averaged like 20 this past week for St. Bonaventure. Buddy Simmons, for those of you who don't know, had a chance to see him play last week, 2 weeks ago in the opener. Man, he is electric. I'm rooting for him and for his dad. And he averaged 20 a game in wins over Siena and Youngstown this past week. But his dad's fun. His dad's fun to listen to. His kid, Buddy, is fun to watch.
Yeah. Do we need to get you one of those chains to kind of wear around your neck?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit up his dad and see like where he got it. I hope it wasn't real gold. Like, I can't afford that, Rob.
No, I guarantee it wasn't. There's a lot of those chains floating around. I think I know where you can get them. You can get them on Etsy. Okay. I might invest in one for you, just so you can kind of have it during Field of 68 episodes. Because
I'll wear it.
I think you need it. Listen,
every time Buddy goes for 20, I will put that chain on.
Where do you kind of stand on them, right? Because I think that win over Bradley is one that is going to age fairly well, right? But it's not like the rest of what they've done is really going to blow you away. Like, beating Youngstown State is good because Youngstown State's a solid team in a good league, right? Siena is a good program, but you have 3 wins at home, and then the neutral site win over Bradley against Canisius, Siena, and Youngstown State. They got a game against Carolina coming up. Right. That's going to be down in, I believe, the Fort Myers tip-off series. Yep. You're at FAU. I'm sorry. That could be a pretty good win here, and getting East Carolina, who knows? But
the North Carolina game is just a great litmus test for them, right? Ultimately, you don't have to win it. Obviously, if you win it, it puts you in a different stratosphere right now. What I will say is they have the size, at least to start. I don't know if they're ready for North Carolina with a new group like they have, but I think they have the size, they have the athleticism. Obviously with Big Joe, with Mitchell, they got some dudes who look the part. You put them in, put them in layup lines, put them against Caleb Wilson, and they don't look like they're out of place. So that's going to be a fun game. And we know, listen, Mark Schmidt, man, he might find a way, Rob. He might find a way to beat Carolina. It wouldn't be this crazy upset if they did.
Yep. I think it would be a pretty crazy upset if they did, because that's how much I think of North Carolina, but it is one that would be very, very good for the A-10 if the Bonnies found a way to be able to get it done. So we got to get to this interview. There's a lot more.
Great kid, great story. You got to stick around. AJ Lopez, so much fun. His story started no offers out of high school, had to go to a school down in Florida. Then he goes to, let's just tell the story. Instead of me talking about it, Rob, let's just tell the story of Richmond's A.J. Lopez. All right, now pleased to be joined by Richmond guard A.J. Lopez, coming off a great game, 18 points, in their last game against William and Mary, had a couple big time drives
Yeah.
down the stretch, AJ. And I want to get you on because your story, like I really do. And I want to kind of delve into that a little bit because you've had a road that is taking you to Richmond, but through a couple places where it has not been necessarily easy.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, not wrong. Not wrong.
A New York native. I can hear the accent already.
Yeah.
What part of
Yeah.
New York?
I'm from Queens, New York, Jamaica, Queens.
All right, all right. I lived in Forest Hills for a year.
Oh, okay, okay, cool. My dad went to Forest Hills High School.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
So, all right. First, kind of start with again your background of you know, and I'm a Boston guy, but I
Yeah.
lived right near Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Okay, in
Yeah.
Newburyport, Mass.
Mhm.
So you know Portsmouth, New Hampshire. I'm assuming
Yeah, yeah, I
a
do.
little
I
bit
like
from
it
your
out there a lot.
time.
It's a cool place.
Yeah, your time at UNH.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
where you started. Went to prep school in
Yep.
Miami.
No, I went to prep school at Mount Zion, but I finished my senior year in Miami at Schoolhouse Prep.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
what it was, and just weren't recruited highly coming out of schoolhouse in Miami, I assume.
I heard a couple offers, but then COVID hit, so that's where really everything went like loose, it went crazy after COVID hit. So I had to go to prep school because I had nowhere else to play to be seen
Really?
by colleges.
So you had nothing coming out of high school. No
Nothing.
D2s, nothing.
No, not for. No, I mean, I had like, I think I had New Hampshire the whole time. I had New Hampshire. I had New Hampshire and Florida, but they also recruited me heavily during the prep year too.
So you
Yeah,
go to UNH,
yeah.
and your freshman year, what happens?
It was rough, man. It was a rude awakening, honestly. There's a bunch of fifth year guys there, and the coach is no joke. Bill Harry, I don't know if you're familiar with him, but he's no
Yes,
joke. I'm not gonna lie. So
he
he
is an
kind of,
old school. For that people that don't know, he is an old school, tough
yeah,
coach, right?
yeah, for sure, for sure. But like, I mean, now getting older, I understand. I kind of understood his methods way more than I did when I was a freshman because like. You can't really be ready for the games until you actually playing them. And then when I first got my first like look and the speed and the strength that you needed to be there, I kind of understood where he was coming from when it comes to like the defense, the main thing he really like tried to nail into me was defense, and I really understood that now for sure
Yeah.
for the main thing.
So you did 2 years there, right?
Yeah,
Didn't play at all your first freshman year,
freshman year I redshirted, and then my second year I barely seen the floor.
right? I mean, like barely, right?
Yeah, yeah, I think I played like 5 minutes a game, 6 minutes a game, something like that. Yeah.
So are you thinking at that point, are you questioning whether you're good enough to play Division One
Oh
basketball,
no,
or are you
nah,
playing
not
the
for
blame
sure.
game a little bit as a young player, your freshman year especially?
I mean, at no point in time was I ever questioning myself because I would practice every day, and I was beyond keeping up with the guys. I was actually like playing a lot, like playing a lot better than some of them. But it just was like he just was like my coach was really big on like older guys at the time, so he wasn't really like big on like giving younger guys a chance, which I understand, which I totally understand. But yeah, so I really never doubted myself in any regards like that, for sure.
Well, he had to win too. For people
Yeah,
that don't know, he was
yeah,
kind of fighting for his job at that point
yeah,
a
for
little
sure,
bit.
for sure. Yeah, so
Had
I
to
understand.
win. So normally when you have to do that, what are you doing? You're
Play
not
the
throwing
older
a
guys.
freshman in there very
Yeah,
often.
exactly. Yeah, I understand.
So so after your sophomore year, not playing,
Hmm.
you go in the portal, and I know how you ended up at Maine, but kind of tell everybody how you ended up in Maine, another America East school.
Yeah. When my sophomore year, the whole coaching staff at New Hampshire got fired, and the year before, one of the assistant coaches he had left, but he had got the head coaching job at Maine. Well, not the head coaching job. I'm sorry, the assistant coaching job. But the head coach he recruited me in high school. Yeah, he actually gave me one of my first offers from Northeastern. My guy Chris Marquardt, the head coach there now, and then Gash. He was at LaSalle. He recruited me when I was at LaSalle, and then my guy Jordan Barner was there too. So I just feel like it was a no brainer for me to go there. So
So you
I
went
went there.
there. First year, AJ played like had a good year, came off the bench
Yeah,
most of the year, right? And started
yeah,
to kind of feel obviously comfortable in a league that you hadn't really been able to play in, which
yeah,
is
for
kind of
sure.
cool, right? For
Yeah, a
you
lot
to
of people don't know though that year I actually started off pretty strong. I think I was averaging like I want to say like 14 points in the first couple games I had. Then I had dislocated my shoulder, and I was out. I was out for like I want to say a month and like a couple weeks, and that really like slowed things down for me because I had to get like adjusted back to. I had lost some weight. I had lost my speed. Like I lost a couple things, and it took me a couple games to get back to like not even. I'm not gonna lie to not even fully to myself because I had to wear a Sully.
oh,
The
really?
Sully like killed my jump shot. Like it took my jump shot down by like 20%. Like
I was
completely. Like,
wondering. I was wondering because you're like a career like 40% 3-point shooter.
yeah,
And
yeah.
that stretch, you could not make
I
shots.
couldn't make a shot with that Sully on. I cannot lie. I hated it. And then I started getting more comfortable with it without it, like towards it, like the end of conference, like the mid conference, and I started playing a little bit better. But yeah, that was kind of something my year. I mean, my third year.
And then last year, obviously, was your breakout year,
Yeah, for
right? I
sure.
mean,
Yeah,
Maine, you're talking about a guy led the team in scoring and didn't just lead Maine in scoring, but led a Maine team that, let's face it, I know Maine. I
yeah,
know the tradition, the history of Maine, not a
yeah,
lot of winning seasons,
yeah, yeah, for
right?
sure.
First 20-win season in I think 20 years or so.
Yeah, something like that.
And
I
Maine
think
has
the last
been,
time was when Chris, my coach was playing. Coach
that's
Marco,
right.
the last time he was playing was the last time he had that.
What
Yeah,
was the year like for you? I mean, it had to be kind of a really cool feeling
mm,
to have waited that long to be the
yeah,
guy. You're
yeah,
the guy, and a lot of people are the guy, but they're not on winning teams. You were the guy on a winning team in an area in which they do love Maine. For people that don't know, it's like the only thing in town. They
yeah.
love Maine basketball.
They do, yeah, you do. I mean, it felt great. Like I've never been the type of guy to have people come up to me and ask for my autograph, stuff like that. Like I've never been that type of guy. So it was like it was really cool just seeing all my hard work like coming to fruition. Like it was really cool because I really worked hard, especially that season, that last season. I was in the gym every single day, like trying to work on my craft for sure. Even like every year I was like that too. But I feel like I really paid off last year because I got to show what I could really do.
Did you become a leader last year too? Because obviously, second year in the program, was that something that kind of, as the year went on, you took on more leadership role?
Nah, for sure, most definitely. Like they was definitely leading on me in the locker room for sure to lead. It was me and my guy Kellen Tynes, super good, super good point guard. But yeah, it was mainly just leading the guys, trying to just being the first guy in the gym. That's how I like to lead. I like to just lead by example. So most of the time, I was the first guy in the gym, 6 o'clock in the morning every day. So a lot of guys will see me. I still get calls from the guys now
Yeah.
about like what to do, how to work, how to play better in the American East game, stuff like that. But like,
That's
yeah,
cool.
definitely leading.
So year finishes up and you go in the portal.
Yeah.
Why? What was the biggest reason?
I feel like for me to get to my ultimate goal, I had to play at a bigger stage, and I feel like Richmond was like the perfect spot for me. So I feel like this was a great opportunity. They play similar to Maine. They have this similar defensive principles. We play through the big a lot, so I feel like I will have a little bit more opportunities, and they do a lot of cutting. So a lot of my baskets last year, I feel like, so especially towards the in conference, I was getting face guarded. So it's like
Right.
it's kind of hard to face guard somebody when it's like so much cutting. So it's like it's perfect for me. So I feel like this is a great place for me.
So let, what's the role been like so far? Because it's hard. Bunch of
Yeah,
new guys. I know the first couple games you didn't put up big numbers.
yeah,
Last game you broke out for 18, and
yeah,
again made the plays when the game was on the line down the stretch, which you look totally comfortable doing because you had done it
yeah.
the year before. But what's it been like to kind of acclimate a little bit to a new role?
I feel like it hasn't been really hard. It's like the coaches and the players all give me confidence, and I feel like for me, the main thing for me is just learning the system and perfecting where my spots are on the court, and then I could just they gave me the confidence to do what I could do. He told me go score, he told me be aggressive. Like he doesn't tell me not to do anything I'm capable of. So I just feel like the main thing with me is just learning his offense and learning what he wants me to do on the court, and I could thrive like that for sure.
Mooney a lot closer to Mark Wood in terms of personality than Harrion, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
No?
a little bit. Yeah, he is a little bit. But actually, I love Coach Mooney, man. He's one of the. I'm not gonna lie, like he surprised me because like my first year I probably would have been a little bit more like timid around him. But now like I understand it like way more than I ever would, like for sure. So I understand where he's coming from. Even when he gets on us, like he just wants the best version of ourselves. It's like I don't take it for anything other than that. Like he just wants us to be the best version of ourselves.
I'm a huge Mooney guy. I
Yeah,
mean,
me
I've
too.
known
I
him
can't lie. I
forever.
like him a lot, man.
Well, he's kind of a regular dude, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
and
he's kind of
he's real. He's super real. Like he gonna give you the truth even if you don't like to hear it. Like he gonna
yeah.
give you the straight honest truth. Like today, like today, honestly, like I had made a play. I had turned the ball over, and first thing he said, "Come on, man, that's not New York. That's not New York. That's New Hampshire." Like he
All
was telling
right,
me
all
stuff
right,
like
that's
that.
true,
So,
right?
but yeah, he's not lying though. I gotta make better plays, especially when we about to face right now the zone. So I gotta make sure I'm sharp, and he's gonna make sure we all sharp. So I really appreciate him for that.
You go at him a little bit for the New York Philly rivalry. He's a huge Philly guy for every sport.
No, I didn't. I really didn't know he was from Philly like that. Honestly,
Oh
until you
yeah,
said that. No, I didn't know that.
huge,
Oh, he is.
big time, big time.
I
Maybe
didn't know that.
I'm surprised that he wasn't talking about the Eagles today.
Nah, he wasn't. He keep a straight basketball with me in the lines. I can't lie.
So I feel like everybody your age, like most people, are looking at like the young stars in the NBA. You're a LeBron guy, right? You're a
Of
Lakers
course,
LeBron
yeah,
guy.
for sure, for sure.
So
Yeah.
why? What? Just because you grew up? I mean,
I
the
mean,
Knicks weren't good, obviously, as you're growing up. That's
yeah,
part of
yeah,
it,
yeah.
probably.
Yeah, I mean, I just love LeBron because everything he brings to the game. Like he's like one of the few people that could do everything on the court. Like he don't just make himself better. He makes his teammates better too. So
Yeah.
I really like I was attracted by that when I was younger, for sure.
AJ, for people that haven't seen you yet enough, right? You played 3 games in the A-10. This is an A-10 pod.
Yeah,
Give people a little bit more feel for your game, like
yeah,
what your biggest strengths are. Again, you're a guy who shot the hell out of it throughout his
yeah,
career. And
yeah,
then maybe the areas you still feel like, hey, I need to get better at.
yeah. I'm just a long, wiry, quick guard. I can get to my spots really efficiently. Like that's what really I pride myself on, is efficiency. Like last year, I think I shot like close to 50, 40, 90 from the field. And that's really, really, really I pride myself on, just being efficient. Like every day, that's my main goal, just being as most efficient as I can. And then defensively, yeah, I'm trying to ramp it up defensively, just be a pass on defense, and then show guys I could do both. I could be a real two-way player. So that's one thing I really want to showcase this year, that I could be a real two-way guy for
How
sure.
have you been defensively so far?
I think I've been pretty good, man. My coaches always tell me like I've been improving. Even last year, like I feel like that's my biggest jump defensively. Like I would have some key matchups last year, and then this year I expect to be on some of the tougher guys this year for sure.
So I heard, tell me about the game when you're at Maine, and I think your guys were playing NJIT, and you hit a three.
Oh my
What
God.
did you do?
I didn't shift the crowd. It was like this. I had did the Jalen Brunson celebration. And I wasn't shifting the crowd, I promise, man. I almost got in trouble for that actually at school because he really thought I did shift the crowd. Like I didn't shift the crowd though.
Well, it was Kids Day, right?
Yeah, it was
It
kids
was.
day. So it was like a bunch of kids there making a bunch of noise, talking trash. Like it was funny. It was a good environment. It was a good environment.
So they
But
thought you
yeah,
shushed the crowd.
yeah, that was crazy. Because he had paused it at like the perfect time. So it kind
Really?
of it kind of looked like I had like my finger like this to the crowd, but it was nothing like that for sure.
Hey, how's the weather? You go from UNH, it's not warm there.
At all.
Maine, it's even colder. I mean, Maine is no joke, right?
Yeah, man, it's no
And
joke. I
now
just
you at least you're like somewhere you shouldn't see. I don't know how much snow you saw last year in Maine, but you
a
shouldn't see
lot.
much snow in Richmond
Yeah,
this winter.
hopefully not, man. Because it seems like everywhere I go, the snow is following me now. So hopefully I don't bring it with me to Richmond. I promise. I hope I don't.
You can
But
do what
like
I did. You can
the
move out of
weather, the
Boston
weather
and go
out
to
here is
Charleston.
beautiful. It's beautiful though, man. I love it out here. Like I love it. It's so much
Oh, it's
food out
beautiful.
here. So much things to do. Like besides basketball, like I really, really like Richmond. Like I'll probably, honestly, I would live out here. I
Really.
really would. Hmm.
What's kind of been the coolest part so far being a part of an A-10 program like this, especially having to kind of grind it out
This
to get here?
Yeah, just like the everything they have, like the everything that you're accessible to, like the gym, the arena, like I don't know what you call it, but it's like we like way in and way out. They tell you specifically what you need to like to do to replenish what you lost. Like
Yeah.
we wear these hydration bars too. So that's just, it's everything like for the most part. It's been like a super upgrade. It's been really
Just the
cool.
resources,
Yeah, the
everything
resources,
that
it's
you
crazy.
have. Yeah, no, that's got to be the cool part
Yeah,
is
for sure.
again, not that, obviously America East, and we know Maine doesn't have great resources. That's why what you guys did last year was so
Yeah,
special, right?
yeah,
Like,
for sure.
kind of bottom of the league in resources. I mean, to me, I think Mark Wood's one of the best, out there in terms of doing more with less. I
For
think Mooney's
sure.
the same way. Like Mooney
Yeah.
does a great job. Um, great guy in terms of kind of figuring out how to push the right buttons with different
Oh,
guys.
definitely. He does. He does. Every day I see it for sure.
How do you keep this thing going now? You're 3-0,
Yeah.
coming off that close win against William and Mary.
Mhm.
What's kind of the message that coach is giving you guys? Is it defensively? What's it been?
I mean, to be honest, he comes and tells us every day like we really haven't done much. Like we won two Division I games, and that's the most realistic he could be. Like we really haven't done anything. Like our goal this year it should be to win every game he plays. So it's like just winning two games is definitely not enough for us. So and last year coming off the season he definitely want to change this whole thing around. So he just tells us not to be complacent in what we're doing right now. Just we won just two games and we got another one on Wednesday.
Who's the guy? Because I assume you didn't know many guys on this team coming in, right?
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
who's kind of the guy who surprised you the most that you just didn't know anything about, And you're
Yeah.
like, man, he's really good, better than I
Mike
thought.
Walls, for sure.
Who?
Mike Walls, for
Why?
sure. 6'11", can literally do anything you need him to do on the court. He can shoot it, he can face up, he can dribble it, he can pass it. Like, he can do anything that you tell him on the court. And sometimes I think he don't know how good he can really be. Like, if he just could just be just a little bit more aggressive, like, I swear, like, the world is his, man. He's super talented.
Is that almost like he's almost like too nice in a way?
I mean, no, I wouldn't even say that, but if Mike would just, I just feel like he can be passive sometimes
Yeah.
because he's really a team guy. Like, if you met Mike, he's super team guy. Like,
Yeah.
he just cares about the team and he just wants to win. But sometimes if he would be just a little bit more aggressive, I think it'd be a super problem for a lot of teams, man. He's super good.
So how do you handle coming into a different spot like this, and you're trying to figure it out yourself, right? It's a different level.
Yeah,
It's
for sure.
it's obviously a level up from America East.
Yeah.
How do you figure that out from a standpoint too of like leadership, right? Last year you were clearly the leader. Here, do you worry about like your role and yourself and then the leadership comes, or can you do both from day one?
I just feel like I could try to do both from day one because I'm an older guy on the team. Like as real as it is, like I'm an older guy. I've been through it, so I could definitely lead from that standpoint. And like I just said before, like I like to lead by example. So like if I can show it in practice every day, and I can show it in the games, and I can show it while I'm working out by myself. I'm in the gym every day, every night. So I'll show it in those three ways. I think I could show it in all aspects for the most part. Like definitely, it's not. I don't think it's that hard
Yeah.
to just being an older guy and just being through it. I don't think it was that hard for the most
Well,
part.
you've learned. I mean, you've watched
Yeah.
other guys do it too,
Exactly.
which
Yeah.
helps, right?
Exactly.
You
For
see
sure.
what works and what doesn't.
What doesn't work. Exactly. Yeah.
Right. You
For
learn from
sure.
that. Give
Yeah.
me give me the one thing that maybe people don't know about you. Probably off the court. Let's go off the court.
All
What's
right,
kind
bet.
of one thing that's unique or people don't know about you?
I have three little sisters. I don't think a lot of people know that. Yeah, and I'm an older brother to all of them. Yeah, so
So
that-
how does that go? How does that go when they're dating? How old are they, AJ?
8, 13, and like I think the little one is 6, I want to say.
All right, so none of them are dating yet,
No, oh my
but it's
God.
coming. It's
Yeah,
coming. 13-year-old at some point in the
oh
next
my
like
God.
3 or 4 years,
Yeah.
she's gonna go out on a date. What are you gonna
Oh
do?
my God, I don't even know, man. Oh my God, I don't want to think about that day. Yo, I really don't, man. But her boyfriend gonna have to run into a couple brick walls though before she go on that date though. I can't lie. She got a
Are
family
you gonna
around
be like,
her.
I gotta meet this dude
Yeah,
first?
for sure, for sure. He got to meet a couple different people, not just me. Not just me for sure. So I'm gonna let her know and I'm gonna let him know. So for sure, he better not do none of my sisters wrong, man. None of them. None of them, man.
So, uh, how are you with them? Are you super protective? Are you tough on them where you
Yeah.
want to toughen them up? Like what's kind of the deal with being the
Oh
older
yeah,
brother?
I'm super protective of my sisters, and I'm a little tough on them for sure. Cause just like simple aspect, like kids nowadays are super mean. Like they're super mean.
Oh, it's
So
brutal.
it's brutal now. So I'm saying
Especially
like,
girls.
especially
It's
girls. Like it's been some instances with my sisters that came and told me like a couple people trying to mess with them.
yeah.
So I be trying to give them pointers like you can't let people just every day just try to walk on you. Sometimes you got to stand your ground. So I tell them that every day.
And
So
the hardest part is, I'm sure as an older brother, if they're messing with your sisters, you want to be like, hey,
exactly.
who are they?
Who
But
are these people? Exactly.
you
Man. So
can't do that. You
I
can't.
can't. I
You gotta let
can't,
them
man.
handle it.
Yeah, man. I might show up at school every once in a while just to scare the kids
Scare
just a
them
little
off.
bit. Yeah, scare them off. So he knows she got an older
You
brother.
don't even
But
have to say anything, AJ.
yeah, exactly.
Just show up.
Just
Don't say
show
a
up
word. Just walk in with them.
and
And my
me
guess
mug.
is that'll be it. That'll be it.
Exactly. Simple as that.
Um, in terms of for the rest of the non-conference schedule now,
Yeah.
how do you make sure that you guys keep this going? Obviously, it's a group that you got to make sure the chemistry is right. That's
Yeah.
number one. You got to stay healthy. Probably
Yeah.
number two overall. What's the biggest message that, again, that you're taking? I know what you said Mooney's given you, which is we haven't done anything yet. What's
Yeah.
the biggest thing for you that you're telling your teammates right now?
We can't be complacent at any time, any game, and any practice. We cannot be complacent at all because that's the number one thing that will kill a team is just complacency. And then coming in practice and really working like it's our last day of practice. Like I feel like we keep having good practices and keep showing up for practice, it will lead over and bleed over to good games for sure.
Was the end of that game as much fun as you've had in
Oh
a
yeah,
college game? I know obviously you won a lot of games at Maine, but to
yeah,
do it in the A-10, to do it at Richmond, and it took your first couple games were just okay. Like you didn't,
Yeah,
right? You didn't
yeah, for
do
sure. Yeah,
probably what you thought you would in game 1 or 2, but
exactly. Yeah, for sure. No, I was super excited, man. The Robinson Center, man, it's a place to play at. Like I love playing there already. Like even last year when I played there, like I was like, I love this place, man. It was like a place I would want to play at for sure. Like I was feeding up the crowd's energy. Like my teammates was feeding me energy. Like it was a great game.
no, I love your story, man. I love your story because,
Yeah,
again, it didn't come easy, right? It
at
didn't
all.
come
Yeah,
easy. So I think, the great thing talking to somebody like you is like you can sense how grateful you are.
yeah, for
You know
sure.
what I mean? Like you worked for it, you've earned it. Now is your opportunity on a
Yeah,
big stage in a
uh-huh.
big time program like Richmond, and really take advantage of it, man.
Yeah, for
And
sure. Well,
good to
definitely,
see you
I got you.
doing well.
I
And
appreciate it,
hopefully
man.
we'll have you on again, maybe another time. You just keep doing what you're doing. All right.
Got you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for taking the time to talk to me, man.
Of course. Of course.
Sure.
AJ, good luck the rest of the